Hello guys, today I'll probably pinpoint the exact release date if the movie starts is confirmed by the end of this year, by December 31st, 2019. Okay. For let's use the first example, Aquaman 2, okay? Aquaman 2 is not supposed to come out until 2022, exactly 4 years after the first one. There are some examples of movies coming out back to back, like Avengers Endgame from Infinity War. But if we look at or the MCU, okay, the MCU, for example, Black Panther came out in 2018. Um, series Marvel Cinematic Universe. Black Panther 2. They probably used the same CGI, the same everything, and same CGI for the movie, no for Wakanda. Still, it's gonna take 4 years to make. Okay, big blockbusters are not cheap. Okay, Black Panther's gonna take. Oh, instead, the only franchise that really could be compared to if a leader is coming out in 2021 is Star Wars. Cause Star Wars, they can make those every 2 years. Okay, they can make those every 2 years. That's not a problem. But look at the MCU. Okay, Marvel's The Avengers, Age of Ultron, still 3 year difference. If we had that 3 year difference, it'd be 2015. Spider-Man is a 2 year difference, or but even Iron Man to Iron Man 2 is a 2 year difference. Iron Man 2 to Iron Man 3 is 3 year difference. But the MCU is not really a good example as they kind of flip flop. Okay, like Ant Man and like the Spider Man movies and Ant Man and the Wasp was only 3 years. But another big blockbuster here is Pacific Rim. Okay, Pacific Rim you know Pacific Rim Uprising took 5 years to make. 5 years to make. It had a small budget than the first movie. Okay, people said, "Oh, well, we're Rebellion the Two will have a small budget than the first movie because all the stuff was already made." Well, Pacific Rim Uprising took 5 years to make. Okay, 5 exact years to make. Okay, this movie was not cheap in any way. And even though Pacific Rim used many of the same tactics and CGI tricks as the CGI as the first movie, it still took $150 million to make. And it still took 5 years to make. Or how about another example? Godzilla. Okay, Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Yeah. Okay. The only way I can see it happening, Godzilla versus Kong. They have a week's poster here. Um, I'm gonna talk about the trailer when it comes out, see if it looks good. But Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Yes, Godzilla did come out in Japan. Okay, this is not the first Godzilla movie. Godzilla is owned by the Japanese movie. The Japanese, okay? Spamming Monkey is owned by the Japanese, okay? 1998. Even this movie came out before Godzilla. 1998. So Warren Emmerich did not make Godzilla, okay? Godzilla King of the Monsters came out 5 years after Godzilla 2014. Um, and the movies used the same, but actually but that was kind of unsafe because Godzilla King of the Monsters had to make CGI for Ghidorah, and Mothra and Rodan, new monsters, which did make the movie more expensive than the first one. Or how about the DCEU of Aquaman? But here is hope for the 2021 release date. Look at Star Wars, okay? Not the prequels, okay? The prequels took like 3 to 4 years to make for each one. Look at Star Wars. A movie every 2 years, okay? Or Avatar sequels as well that are in development hell basically. Star Wars The Last Jedi came out 2 years after Star Wars, um, the first Star Wars movie, Force Awakens, okay? Well, good Star Wars in general, but you kind of have to realize that Star Wars The Last Jedi was kind of rushed out, okay? You can see here, by release date, will be showing them by release date. See here, they release a Star Wars movie every year. It's even in the past, it took 3 years to make a Star Wars movie. Um, and Star Wars and the Empire Strikes Back was 5. Well, actually, it was 3 years now. That I was getting confused with this. Was 3 years. So we about ends will try to take 3 years to 4 years to make. It won't take 2 years to make. It's more in this day and age. It's probably impossible. If it's gonna be 2 years, it's gonna be like how Star Wars is. Okay, Star Wars took 2 years to make for each movie. Even Western movies are small budget. Okay, John Wick. Okay, John Wick is a movie that takes 2 years to make for NC, but John Wick is not a big budget series. Okay, John Wick took 3 years for the second movie and 2 years for the third movie. Fourth movie, but probably will have a small budget like the third movie. Another franchise you can also compare is Fast and the Furious, where they really make them every year. Um, you see Fast and Furious franchise, they were already making number 9 and number 10 back to back. But even then, in the older series, the Fast and Furious 6, the franchise by release date, here, Furious 7 to Furious Fate of Furious, it was still 2 years. Fast and Furious, it seems that they were, but Fast and Furious does give hope that Reabout Answer may take only 2 years to make. Because these movies can be turned out pretty easily, these Fast and Furious movies. The longest people had to wait for a new one is 3 years, okay? And basically 4 years for a new one. Actually, 3 years for a new entry, but Hobbs and Shaw is a spinoff, so. But the thing is, Fast and Furious is not a big budget sci-fi series. It's grounded in reality, okay? Alita Battle Angel is sci-fi, okay? That's why I was comparing it to sci-fi movies first. So, Alita 2, this guy is right. We won't get Alita 2 for quite some time. It'll probably take 4 to 5 years to make. At the latest, okay, so 2022, 2023, we'll be getting it at 2024. And at the earliest, we may get 3 years from now, 2022 and 2023 to 2024, or even longer if the movie gets in development hell, which hopefully it doesn't happen again. So we don't have to wait to see Alita on the big screen again. Like, there are many more examples people can use. Animated movies are not a good example because, animation does take time to make. Um, Lego Movie 2 took like 5 years to make. Animated movies do take more time to make than actual more blockbusters. So, usually the typical blockbuster takes like 2 to 3 years to make, okay? Real Angel will probably be announced next year. It'll probably come out at 2022 at the earliest and 2024 at the latest, okay? And considering it's not in all companies' current slate of movies for 2021, it's not coming out in 2021, okay? 2021 is not the release date for Alita 2. It will probably be much, much later. Goodbye.